We love celebrating Black History Month and getting to show you some of the incredible people, businesses, and organizations in our area.
And today we are joined by Stephanie Johnson-Tolliver, the president of the Black Heritage Society of Washington State. Welcome to you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, we are so excited to have you. So tell us about the Black Heritage Society of Washington State and how far back you have that history archived.
Yeah, the Heritage Society has been around since 1977 and just grown tremendously since then. It started with a collection in someone's basement, one of our co-founders, Esther Mumford, gathering a group of folks and saying, hey, we need to preserve and collect our history. And then, you know, fast forward 30 years later, we're still partners with the Museum of History and Industry, where we archive our collections.
That's awesome. And I heard that you have a new exhibit going on there right now. Tell us all about that.
Oh, it's been so exciting. Actually, it's around Black architects. You know, we pass their buildings every day, right, and not know, you know, who built those buildings. So when MOHAI came to us as their institutional partner and said, you know, listen, we're going to bring this traveling exhibit out of Chicago, but you know, I'm like, we need this Northwest element. Yeah. What can we do there? So we brought this really fabulous consultant, curator, Hassan Kirkland, on, and began talking about what that exhibit could look like, and really appreciate, you know, the trailblazing of our Black Northwest architects. So when you enter that exhibit, that's the experience you're going to take away.
That's beautiful. And also we heard that you helped curate photos and artifacts for Steelhead's Alley. So what was it like collaborating with Mariners and with Mariners Brewery for that project?
Oh, that was really fun. That was a lot of fun. And that kind of came out of the blue, too. You know, at BHS, we sit sometimes as these archivists and collectors and keepers of history with our heads down in a library, walking through stacks and, you know, accessioning collections. But when we have the opportunity to get outside of that, then that's when we have the fun. And with the Mariners and Mariners Brewing, Rodney Hines, a great friend with Mariners, bringing us into the process to curate that wall at Steelhead's Alley.
That's awesome. And so not only can you see stuff in person, but you've also been working on kind of digitizing a lot of these archives too. Talk to us about that. And I heard there's a cool like video project you guys have been working on.
Yes, the digitization of the collection is really important to us, you know, so enter, you know, the 21st century BHS and all of these beautiful, rich collections that we hold in the library, to be able to get them out and share more broadly. So we recently were funded by King County for Culture to begin digitizing some of our oral histories that are really fabulous oral histories. You know, love listening to them. It's from the late 1980s and into the early 1990s of people who lived in our community, beauticians, barbers, educators, just everybody.
Now, I do want to point out the beautiful button you have. Black History is more than a month. So talk to me about, one, the value of celebrating the community on Black History Month, but making sure we extend that throughout the year.
Right. Again, we are the history keepers. Everyone is the history, you know, has history. We're making history every day. So relegating that to 1 month out of the year, I mean, it is fabulous, because then we really focus and concentrate on the history of Black people nationwide, but Washington State is really important to us. But when we look at it more broadly and how we can share throughout the community, but in classrooms, you know, year-round, to be able to educate young people, well, actually across all generations, right? So I just want people to know that Black history is everyone's history, and so the button, you know, is important. I left you some.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us today. You guys are doing so much cool stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you want to check out the Black Architects and Designers exhibit at the Museum of History and Industry, we've got a link for that on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live. We'll see you next time.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, coming up, we're going to be